Blimey. This is an intimate little venue, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely lovely. I was hoping that when I was standing here, I wouldn't actually be able to see any of you, because that way I could avoid anything that approaches human interaction, which is I like it. But no. Instead I've got this, and I think I could comfortably spit on every single one. Let's just hope I don't have to. Now, one or two of you are probably thinking, don't I know him from somewhere? And no, you don't. What you're doing there is, you're confusing me with the Count from Sesame Street. Don't feel bad, there's no need to apologise. It happens depressingly often. And, only today it happens 1, 2, 3 times. So, why am I here? 42 years old. Is this it? Have I decided to jack my job in and follow my passion and my dream to be a stand-up comedian here? No, this is not an ambition. I'm here because of a Christmas present. My girlfriend, my usually lovely girlfriend, on Christmas morning handed me a small piece of paper wrapped up in adequate wrapping paper. And said, here you go. I think you're going to hate this. I think the point of Christmas presents is lost on them. They're not traditionally awarded out of spite. This was particularly galling for me because this year I pushed the boat out. I got something nice, something she needed, she wanted, and she'll make use of. So I got a new washing up bowl. Not just any washing up bowl, this is a really, really good washing up bowl. And only the best is good enough for her. So I sourced the finest one I can. And the chap in Wilco's assured me that the dog's bollocks. The dog's bollocks. What higher praise could there be than the dog's bollocks? Can anyone here stand up with hand on heart and say, I can think of a better way to describe something so beautiful than the dog's bollocks? I don't know if there's any particular type of dog he was talking about. It may be that there's one type of dog which is preeminent in the having a pair of bollocks department. The man in Wilco's didn't say. I suppose it could be a bulldog. They always seem to have a healthy, if not impressive, set of bollocks. If you and a friend are walking behind a male bulldog, one of you will point to the other and say, have you seen the size of those bollocks? You might even tell a perfect stranger. They are impressive. And I think that's why bulldogs have such bandy legs. It's evolution doing its best. It's giving them a magnificent set of bollocks and then giving them room to swing about a bit. It must be very liberating for them. So, yeah, hooray for bulldogs. That's what I say. So anyway, I won Christmas this year, and I look forward to seeing what I'll get next year. Perhaps it'll be the opportunity to be stabbed somewhere. Left to bleed in a gutter with a cheap party hat. I think one or two of you may have picked up in the last couple of minutes I've said the word bollocks a few times. It's a fine word. It's a fine word, and it's a funny word. Bollocks. It's a great word. Is it as funny as bumholes? I don't think it is. And I would have liked to use the word bumholes in that story rather than bollocks. But it does seem to me that describing a washing up bowl, no matter how good, as the dog's bumholes, is not something a man in Wilco's would say. Particularly if he was trying to sell you one. I think the whole point of the story, it would have just been a ridiculous story if I'd said the dog's bumholes, so I'm glad I didn't. But fine words that bollocks and bumholes are, there is one problem with me using words like that, and it's this. My dear old mum has travelled here today. So, in the interval, if you see a dotty old puffin staggering around and asking when the bingo starts, then congratulations, you have met my mother. So, what's my mum witnessed here tonight? What tawdry jamboree have we served? Her pride and joy, her only son, has decided to do this. He's decided to stand in front of a room of people who, well, for the most part, look reasonably brought up, reasonably responsible, in the most part. And he's decided, her pride and joy, to stand here and shout bollocks in a cheap and desperate attempt to try and coax the odd giggle out of those of you with less sophisticated tastes. So, what must you be thinking? The pain of childbirth, the years of nurturing, trying to instil values in me. Not enough cuddles, obviously. How do I repay her? How do I repay her? By shouting bollocks. She'll be sitting there thinking, this is it. He's shouting bollocks. He's shouting bollocks. I'm about to tax it. And now he said bumholes. That's just perfect. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. 42 years you've been here. So, I don't think my mum's going to be very happy with this. And as you can imagine, I think she'll be fucking livid if I say that. So, let's do our best to keep it clean. From here on in, I won't get in any more trouble. So, my girlfriend's here as well, which only seemed fair. It's her fault you're having to listen to all this. It seems reasonable that she should have to sit here, shut up, and damn well enjoy or endure the whole tawdry spectacle which is unleashed on you all. And somehow, she managed to spawn a lovely little girl. 8 years old, curvy blonde hair, absolutely adorable she is. Lovely little creature. She's got two stated ambitions in life. First one, I wish I could fly. Well, there's not a lot I can do about that, so let's move on to the second ambition. 2, and this is in a direct quote, 2, I would like to touch a pig. I'm hoping a live one. That would be weird, otherwise. I don't know the nature of the intended interaction with the pig. It might be a pat on the head. It might be a little tickle. Might want to poke it with a stick. She may want to jump into the sty and molest the poor beast. I don't know, but I should probably check before I take her to a farm. So as I say, she's a... never mind all that. She's a lovely little girl, until that is, you put the Wii on and play boxing with her. I know you've seen it, move your right hand, little man on the screen does the same thing. It's sort of a bit like Star Trek. And I said we'd have a quick game of that, and she turns from a sweet little girl into some sort of hellish imp. She's jumping up and down, she's thrashing around, she's screaming like a bloody banshee, wailing around. I just froze. I don't know what the hell to do. I didn't know what to play the game, remember which button to press, or call for an exorcist. So, the fight didn't last long. Within a few seconds, my poor character had been pummeled, and it was horrific to watch, it really was. And then, when the bell goes, she drops the controllers, jumps on the coffee table in front of me, and starts doing a little victory dance. There's gyrations, general jigging up and down, and pointing, shouting "loser" several times, and then spelling "loser" for me, just to reinforce it. L-O-S-E-R, loser. So yeah, she beat me at boxing. So well done to her. Because it turns out she's not so fucking clever when it comes to real boxing. She's got a glass jaw and she cuts quite easily. So see how she likes my little victory dance. Even when she wakes up. Obviously, this was going to be a nerve-wracking experience, so I'd like to thank you all for making it actually quite enjoyable. Every time there was a giggle, warmed my heart, and I distinctly heard a chuckle from over there somewhere, and I popped a semi. Thank you, sir. If I could, I did. It's always nice when it happens, particularly at my age and given how much I drink. It was worth it tonight after all. Could I just ask one more favour before I go? Could a couple of you restrain my mother until I'm safely in the car? If you could do that, that'd be great. Okay? Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. My name's Tony Clough.